everyone, welcome back to English Daily Lesson. I'm Lucy, and I'm so happy to have you here today. We've got a really interesting conversation coming up, something that so many English learners struggle with.
And I'm Nick. Thanks for joining us. Today, we're having an honest, funny, and hopefully motivational chat about the things that hold people back when trying to learn English. Trust me, no matter where you are in your journey, you've definitely faced at least one of these roadblocks.
Absolutely. And before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to English Daily Lesson so you never miss an episode. We release new content every week to help you grow, stay motivated, and have fun while learning English.
All right, let's get right into it. I think the first thing that stops a lot of people from learning English is simply fear. Fear of speaking, fear of being judged, fear of making mistakes. All the fun stuff.
Oh, yes, fear is a classic one. It's like this invisible wall that learners think they can't get through. They're afraid someone will laugh at them, or that their accent isn't good enough, or that they'll say something wrong. But honestly, mistakes are just part of learning. They're not a sign of failure, they're a sign of progress.
Exactly. If you're not making mistakes, you're probably not pushing yourself at all. Even native speakers mess up all the time. They forget words, they mispronounce things, they correct themselves mid-sentence. So why should learners expect perfection from themselves?
And fear becomes so much smaller when you actually use English. The more you speak, the more confident you become. It's like working out. You don't become strong by thinking about going to the gym. You become strong by doing the exercises.
Speaking of exercises, another excuse people use is "I don't have time." This one always makes me smile, because most of the time people do have time. They just don't realize how much learning they can squeeze into everyday activities.
Right. Learning doesn't always mean sitting with a textbook for an hour straight. You can listen to a podcast while brushing your teeth. You can repeat phrases while cooking. You can watch a 3-minute English video on your lunch break.
Or practice speaking while walking to work. People might think you're talking to yourself, but who cares? Maybe they'll think you're having a very important international business call.
Exactly. If English becomes part of your daily routine, even in tiny ways, you'll naturally improve. It doesn't have to be complicated.
Another thing that slows learners down is not having a clear reason for why they want to learn English. When your goal is vague, your motivation becomes weak.
Definitely. Saying I want to learn English isn't enough. You need to know why. Is it for work, travel, movies, making new friends? Every reason is valid, but you need one strong enough to pull you through the difficult days.
And once you know your why, everything becomes easier. When you feel lazy, you remind yourself why you're doing this. When you hit a challenge, you don't quit because your reason keeps you moving.
And here's something I see a lot. People use learning methods they absolutely hate. They think they must use a grammar book, even if they want to fall asleep every time they open it.
Oh yes, if your learning method feels like torture, you're not going to stay consistent. English should feel like a hobby, not a punishment.
Exactly. You can learn through music, movies, YouTube channels, video games, conversations, or anything you enjoy. If you're bored, your brain won't remember anything anyway.
Another thing that slows people down is comparing themselves to others. They listen to someone who speaks well and immediately think, "I'll never be that good."
But comparing yourself to other learners is pointless. You don't know how long they've been practicing, what their background is, or how much time they spend studying.
Yes, and when you compare yourself, you forget how far you've already come. You should compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to someone else today.
Something else that affects learners is wanting results too quickly. People want to speak fluently after 2 weeks. They want to have a perfect accent after 1 month. But learning a language doesn't work like that.
No way. It's a slow, beautiful, sometimes annoying process. But every small step counts. Even understanding one new word is progress.
And if you expect fast results, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. But if you accept that English is a long-term journey, you'll enjoy the process so much more.
Another common problem is learning without actually speaking. Some people study vocabulary for years, but they never open their mouth to practice. It's like reading about swimming without touching the water.
Yes, speaking is essential. Even if you're shy, you can practice in small ways, shadowing a YouTube video, repeating phrases aloud, talking to yourself in the mirror. It all helps.
And speaking helps you notice what you don't know, which shows you what to learn next. It's the fastest way to improve.
Perfectionism is another enemy. People wait for the perfect moment or the perfect sentence or the perfect accent, but perfection doesn't exist, and trying to be perfect slows down real progress.
And accents are not a problem at all. An accent is your identity, your story. It shows where you come from. You don't need to hide it. You just need to speak clearly.
At the end of the day, all these obstacles can be overcome with the right mindset. You just need to practice regularly, even in small moments, and keep English fun and natural.
And remember, English isn't something you study once a week. It's something you live. If you make it part of your daily life, it will feel effortless.
And of course, we're here to support you. English Daily Lesson is all about helping you stay motivated, consistent, and confident.
If you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button and subscribe to English Daily Lesson. Your support helps us grow and bring you more awesome content every week.
And tell us in the comments what has been the biggest thing stopping you from learning English. We'd love to hear your stories.
Thanks for listening, keep practicing, and remember, every small step counts.
See you in the next episode.